Oh, damn. Okay. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Yee. We got Big Rig in the building, man. I was over here talking. I was dropping so much ism. It was just flowing off the tongue. And here I am. I was on mute. Can you believe this? I ain't gonna repeat what I was about to say, but let me go back and say it says salute the dynamic duo, easily rigged. Shout out to Big Rig Slaps. This is B-Eazy Dat Dude, your humble host. It was good with the guy.
Yo.
Hey, what's up with it, man? Look, we had to pull up. I was over here speaking, but they couldn't hear me. But it's all good because you wasn't even up here yet, so it works out. And I want to give a shout out to Reese and Neil and everybody that's in the building. It's super late, but yeah, we gonna definitely get right into it. At the bottom it says, are you addicted to cursing? You know, if you black, you probably say cussing, or some people say swearing, but it's all the same thing. Are you addicted to vulgar and vile language? You should ask yourself that. But I'm going to give you a moment to ask yourself that. And when we come back, we're going to have a discussion about that. So in the meantime, just sit back, relax, and ponder that thought.
They holler who that is, hanging all out the window. Some thunder boys and they going off the endo. Where they from? DP's Palo Alto Menlo Park. They go dumb up in them scrapers. See them coming up the block. Bill Clinton going dumb. All out the scraper. Stunner boys here. Mission is the major. Watch your girl before I take her, cause I'm on the strip shining. We don't move like no clown. But boy, it's big time. And lead a block to my youngster, cause boy, it's big grinding. 20-inch rims. Freaks on film. She eat her, why she eat him? You already know who game tougher than leather. We throw parties that go dumber than ever. Young niggas wildin' out, shaking they dreads. Boy, is you biz or is you smack? Cause you all out the window with a face of a triple stack. I'm money hungry, plus I need all mine. Rigs on the beat, you gon' see our shine. Why you think they call us a dummy foe? Cause we stunt and we stunt hanging out the dope. They holler who that is, hanging all out the window. Some thunder boys and they going off the endo. Where they from? DP's Palo Alto Menlo Park. They go dumb up in them scrapers. See them coming up the block. They holler who that is, hanging all out the window. Some thunder boys and they going off the endo. Where they from? DP's Palo Alto Menlo Park. They go dumb up in them scrapers. See them coming up the block. Every time I hit the block, boom, drop the stuff time. Candy on them dumb things, bumping for one time. I'ma do the fool like I'm mental and ignorant. Jumping at a stop sign while I ain't giving it. Throwing up the block cause you know when I'm feeling it. We ghost ride the whip like we ain't even feeling shit. Hyphy, call a stunner boy. Tennis shoe every whip, now who's stunting boy? At every function, sideshow, neighborhood event. You catch me dipping in the scraper with the 16-inch flip. Reppin' PA, Menlo, Northern Cali finest. If I'm scraping past a dollar, mean the police right behind us. We don't care, we going on big perp and X pills. Stunner boys, they stunting the block on big wheels. Get big skrills, cause they ain't fucking with us. We in the building and we feeling like nigga with us. They holler who that is, hanging all out the window. Some thunder boys and they going off the endo. Where they from? DP's Palo Alto Menlo Park. They go dumb up in them scrapers. See them coming up the block. They holler who that is, hanging all out the window. Some thunder boys and they going off the endo. Where they from? DP's Palo Alto Menlo Park. They go dumb up in them scrapers. See them coming up the block. I got a few of my young niggas all out the window. Stunting up the block, niggas know with their info. We feeling stacked, our rims are stacked. Plus we smoking on that perp, we leaning back. They know we coming up the block, holding the meanest stats. When you stunt like them stunners, you get mean with raps. Candy paints on the model, we mean at that. Bumping nothing less than 15s and holding us at. And we'll teach you how to stunt. All through the bay, we ride candy and bump. When we come, the show shut down. No field goals, all touchdowns. Police come, it goes down. High speed and run them through the whole town and get away. I'm not locked like Akon, supercharged kick, running on stop sign. They holler who that is, hanging all out the window. Some thunder boys and they going off the endo. Where they from? DP's Palo Alto Menlo Park. They go dumb up in them scrapers. See them coming up the
Okay, okay. What it do? What it do? Big Rig, what's happening with it, Brody?
Oh man, you know I'm chilling, bro. I'm big chilling, man.
Okay, so I'm gonna get us started, and then I'm gonna have to run downstairs real quick and make a play, and then run right back up. But I'm gonna just text them that they gotta hold on, because tending to business, and then I gotta go handle some business. But it's just only gonna take like a minute or two. But
It's
what's
all
up with
hell
you? How
good.
you feeling? Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Thank you for joining in. It's a late stream, but y'all know how we do it over here. This is this is the midnight madness. But how's everything going with you though? Did the trunk or treat events already happen? I can't remember, or is that on the 22nd if I'm not mistaken?
Okay, so yeah, we had one that was just this last weekend and shit, but we got another one coming up on Halloween itself. That's gonna be on the I think the 31st. It's gonna be in Concord. It's gonna be pretty dope. Little haunted house for the kids and shit. Costume contest. You feel me? Shitload
Okay.
of candy. So that's gonna be lit, bro.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I like that. So that one is going to be on Halloween Day for sure, which I
Yeah,
believe is a Monday, right?
I think so, dog.
Okay, okay. That's cool. So yeah, if y'all are in the Bay Area, Concord, pull up. You might see one of your boys or both of your boys out there, stunned with the whips or just being spectators,
You
I don't
feel me?
always I don't always like to bring the toys out, at least not all of them, but sometimes you just like to admire and appreciate, you don't have to worry about nothing else.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but so was just waiting for a couple more people to get in the building, but it looks like we are good to go because it's a late it's a late installment, of Easily Rigged. So we probably won't be too long because it's already late. But you know, it ain't really about the length, it's about the quality that's packed into it. So regardless of if it's an hour, 5 hours, 6 hours, we definitely gonna make it quality content and very substantive. So shout out to the bro Razik, because I know um he definitely pitched this topic, and I thought it is a great topic, and it's essentially posing the question: are you using too much vulgar language? Are you addicted to using this language? Why are you using this language? A lot of people believe that it's just natural, but you wasn't born cussing, right? Your first words probably wasn't a cuss word. I don't know. Maybe you grew up in some ghetto household, so I'm not gonna assume. But most people I know, their first words was like "mama, dada." It wasn't a cuss word. So speaking like that really is not natural. It's actually unnatural, and sometimes it's actually forced. Why are you forcing yourself to use a swear word or a vulgar language simply because you have it in your vocabulary? You have other words in your vocabulary, but you choose not to use those, but you choose to use the same swear words over and over again. And it doesn't further emphasize your point. Now, I do believe that, cuss words are okay in certain contexts, right? In the right context, you stub your toe, or even in the road rage, somebody like, man, what the fuck are you doing? You know what I mean? Like you talking to yourself, you understand that. But when you're on a public platform. Now, this is just my belief. I'm not saying anyone should try to speak like me or anyone else but themselves. All I'm saying is people should try to challenge themselves, in my belief, to rise above their simplicity And when I'm talking about the simplicity, I'm talking about their vernacular, their vocabulary, and how they articulate themselves. There's always room for improvement. So if you're doing 10 push ups, you know that you can do more. So why would you stop at 10? Why don't you do 15? Why don't you do 20? So if you know that you have the capacity to learn more words, why would you limit yourself only to F this? She is just an ugly B, suck my D, you know what I mean? Why would you limit yourselves to only those words when there's so many words in the English language, because that's the language you speak. If you don't want to learn other languages like Spanish and Mandarin, then we only need to focus on English. And if you're not even willing to come close to mastering the English language, you probably don't have a chance speaking Spanish or any other language that may be useful to you. So, no one is going to ever be able to know every single word, because there's new words being created every day. But you can learn new words every day. If you learned 5 to 10 new words every day, how much powerful would your vocabulary be? You know what I mean? You don't need to learn the F word anymore. You already know that, right? You've said it thousands and thousands of times, but there's thousands and thousands of words that you don't even know the definition to. So don't intellectually disarm yourself when you have all of the information available to you readily and for free. What you think about that, Big Red?
I think you're absolutely correct, bro. Um, we've had this conversation before when you had brought up, to try to learn a new word and everything, daily. And it's just being real comfortable, bro. I cuss a lot and I should do so much better. But it's just I'm so comfortable with with my words and what I say. But it's lazy, bro, because I can do so much better. You know what I mean? I could say things far beyond fuck, asshole, and all that old type of shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I really can, bro. And it's so easy. I think the word like, addicted to cursing, man, it's like it's an addiction, bro. It really, there can be other words for it because I mean, how the hell can you be addicted to cursing, right?
Yeah,
But
or
it's like,
it's addictive, or it's ritualistic. I think all of them are pretty much saying the same thing. And what people really don't want to unpack is actually intellectually lazy. That's the word
right,
that people don't want to associate with it, because they'll say, "Hey, I'm not lazy. I work 40 hours a week." It's like no one's saying that you're physically lazy, but
right,
you're being intellectually lazy, because you know that your brain has the capacity. Some people was doing welding, right? Some people were doing mechanics and really intricate stuff where they had to use a massive amount of brain power. So your brain has the propensity to learn all of this other stuff. You actually are restricting your brain power by only limited to certain keywords, which is usually F this, F that. It's like, come on, bro. It's like, let's be better. Let's be better adults. Let's be better leaders. But let me give a couple shout outs real quick before we continue.
yeah,
Salute to Wally. What up with Wally's World? He
Wally, man,
says,
you stay
easily
pulling
Rick.
up
Wally always pulling up, bro. This dude is a true supporter. So shout
for
out to
sure.
Wally. It's a good guy right there. We got Frank Magana here, says there's no word quite like the F word, though. I would agree with you. Now there may be some other words that, uh, you'll get banned for saying them. But let's just stick with the F word. I don't have an issue with the F word. I use very colorful, vulgar language in my music, and sometimes when I'm speaking. The thing is, it's all about context. You don't just wake up in the morning and say, "Hey, I want some effing bacon with my effing eggs. Did you effing hear me?" Right? That's the same word. According to you, Frankie, that's the right word, but it would be in the wrong context.
With
Now,
that aggression and everything, though.
correct. Hey, but peep this. Now, if you go to your son's school and the teacher had put their hands on your kid, now the F word should probably be your favorite word. That would be the appropriate context. So no one is saying, "Hey, don't cuss out that teacher." But you know what I mean? But you got to kind of pick and choose your verbal battles. You know what I
That's
mean?
a fact, bro. You finna let all kind of words fly. That shit happens.
You might let hands fly. Let's keep it
Right.
real. Depend on the severity of the situation. But it says from critically drinking, hey folks, shout out to the prime time players. Salute to knowledge and relationships.
Oh,
Critically
right on,
drinking.
brother. I appreciate you, Arshawn, man.
Arshawn been over there putting in work, so salute to the bro. But yeah, let's get back into it. So when I say it's not only that, I know a lot of people don't care about being offensive, right? Because it's like, I got my freedom of speech. I say whatever I want to say. But look, I understand people don't respect elders anymore. But if just imagine if you're around your grandma and your grandma's friends and you're literally over there saying, "Did you watch the effing Raiders game? They should have effing won that game. Derek Carr is a effing trash." Now, did you really need to say all of that stuff? Maybe you could have said it to your homies while y'all was at the bar throwing back
Man,
beers. But when you're around your elders or maybe your mom or even maybe certain people, it doesn't mean that you're bowing down to them or
right,
kowtowing to them. It's just in certain scenarios, you don't want to look like the crazy person. And I know people are going to say, "Oh, well, it doesn't matter what I look like." Actually, it does, because if you want someone to be taking you seriously as a reputable figure, as a leader, then you're always on display, right? Your leadership is always going to be scrutinized. People are looking for chinks in the armor. They're looking to say, like, "See, he's not fit to lead or he's not fit to do that." Now, you're not supposed to be moving based on what they're going to think and say. You are supposed to set your own personal standard to where whatever they say, it doesn't matter. I've set a standard that's far above whatever standard you can set for me. Because everyone's standard that they'll set for you, the bar will be low, right? They'll expect you to be broke and dusty. They'll expect you to, if you have a car, their expectations for you won't be a flashy car. If they say, "Oh, here, let me choose a woman for big rigs," it's not going to be the finest one, right? They'll choose an okay one and the finest one for them. You know what I mean? So a lot of people, they're not really trying to ultimately see you win. So this is not about thinking about this is not about caring about what they think about you. This is about caring about what you think about yourself. And if you only think about yourself, that that's how that's what your intelligence, that's the capacity of your intelligence. It's just, how many cuss words are there, right? It's not, if you compare the amount of cuss words and the amount of words in the English language, is not even comparable. So you want to know every slang word and every cuss word and use it repetitively, but you don't even want to use a new word that you may not have understood a day ago, but now you understand today. You don't want to test out that new vocabulary. It's just like acquiring a new skill, in a video game and fighting and stocks or whatever, but you don't use the skill. Well, what is the point of acquiring it, right? So if I'm acquiring new words and learning how to speak more eloquent, why wouldn't I use that, right? Because I don't want to sound white, or man, I don't want people to not think that I'm from the hood. So you want to sound like a slang hood nigga and be broke? Like, come on, bro. What are we talking about here?
Well, see, the key word that you use that stuck out to me, bro, and it's what I've like as I gotten older. I kind of I think about this more, and that's you're on display, bro. You know what I mean? Like you are on display. So like, do you want to display that just vulgar language and all that all the time? Like, I even had a conversation with JP back in the days because like I told her, man, I already, have a look to myself, you feel me, tattoos and all that type of stuff, and then, with the bad language and, I could be out with my son, kind of like what you were saying, I could be at a, say an event with him or something. And
Yeah,
I
sporting
might,
event with all the other parents. You know what I mean?
right. And I'll be like, damn, son, good fucking job, man. You know what I mean? Like you did that shit or something. You know what I mean? And I'll be like, fuck. You know what I mean? I'm just using all these cuss words, man. You know what I mean? And I could just do so much better than that, but it just comes off the tongue so easy, bro. And it's like, I try to like self correct that, you know what I mean? Like really tough because it don't really, I really don't care what people think, but at the same time, I don't want to put on a display as if I'm just a joker, you know what I mean? Just somebody that don't have no type of way of communicating besides, being vulgar or being
Correct.
slang or,
Yeah,
you
because it
know,
actually makes you sound uneducated. That was going to be my
absolutely.
next point. So not only does it is it intellectually lazy, it makes you sound uneducated. So people, everything that you say starts to go in one ear out the other because they're saying,
Man, oh
"Look,
man.
if he's uneducated, why am I even gonna listen to his advice?" They already think that they're smarter than you, so
Absolutely.
they just automatically tune you out like instantly. And there are some well educated people that cuss, but this
A
is where the
lot.
other thing this is where the other things start coming in. Are you big in stature, right? Do you have a lot of tattoos? Do you look imposing? Like those start coming into, now if it's a skinny scrawny dude that's super smart and he's cussing, then people like, yeah, he's smart, but no one takes him really serious. But if you're like a big burly or intimidating looking dude cussing, and people saying, yeah, he's smart, but like he's aggressive. You know what I mean? Like no one is going to be thinking about your level of intellect. They're going to focus on your level of intimidation. And that's the unfortunate part. So it's like, why are you going to lead with intimidation when you should lead with intelligence?
That's a
Because
fact.
you're representing yourself at all times. And not only that, if y'all think, oh man, you're just being a square and jaw jacking, okay, cool. You want your son and your daughter, as soon as they turn 16, 17, saying, hey dad, are you gonna fucking pay my cell phone bill? Hey dad, I need to go to the fucking prom. Who should I fucking invite to the day? You'll be
Sparks
like,
will come off that little dude's cheek, bruh. He better not ever, you know what I mean? And I'm a hands off dude, but if he ever think he gonna speak to me like that, sparks coming off the cheek, bruh.
but you already know speaking like that is kind of out of pocket and foul, but we're okay to speaking to someone else's kid like that. We just don't want our kids speaking like that,
Mm,
especially not to us. But we're okay. If your kid speaks like that to someone else, you'll be like, oh, he's just a kid. But he better not speak like that to me. Nah, he shouldn't even be speaking like that at all. You feel me? You
at
you
all.
can
At
you
all.
really are condoning it. You just ain't condoning it with you. So if you're
Yep.
condoning it with everyone else, he literally can speak to maybe your uncle like that, your other family members. He'll speak to anyone that's like that. That's
Absolutely.
not you because that is the standard that was set. And that's why these kids don't respect teachers, elders, or anything like that, and they'll be quick to cuss you out because it doesn't mean anything to them anymore. Respect doesn't mean anything. Dropping an F bomb, saying the N word, none of that stuff means anything anymore. But people are constantly trying to fight and say that it does. So we can't have it both ways. It's either no words mean anything or words actually matter. And if they do, then we need to choose our words cautiously, carefully, and we need to be able to communicate effectively, because you want to use words that people are going to comprehend. And if they don't comprehend, essentially it should be in the spirit where it says, like, damn, Big Rig. See how I look at it is, Big Rig say a word that I don't understand, I go look it up. Now I understand it. Other people say, man, this nigga using big words. So then they feel undermined, like, oh, you're trying to essentially prove how smart you are. And then they start tuning you out. So rather than trying to learn and expand, they say, oh, he think he knows everything. I never said
Right.
I know everything. I just used a word that you didn't understand. Nothing
Right.
is stopping you from using your smartphone. You don't even got to be able to spell it right. If you spell it even close, if I say propensity, you don't need to know how to spell that. Just sound it out. Propensity. And then even if you
It's gonna
spell it
pick it up.
wrong, correct. Now you have the definition. Read it thoroughly, you just learned a new word. That's what I do. If I hear a word I don't understand, I write it down. I don't need to say, oh, Big Rig, won't you use a word that I can understand? No one says that with slang. Why don't you use slang that I can understand? They say, what is that slang word? Please tell me the origins of it and let me look it up. People go out of their way to know the newest slang and to look it up. You just don't want to look up the English language, the language and lingo that you speak since birth. You don't want to look that up, even though the words are older than your great great grandparents. Kind of weird, kind of weird. But let's see who else we got in here. Six Ball says I cuss. I think everyone cusses, and cussing is not the issue. I think excessive cussing is the issue, and
Mm.
cussing without the proper context is the issue. Like I said, if you stub your toe, you gonna say, "Ah, God, God damn it!" Yeah, you know, that's what you're gonna say when you stub your toe. But like I said, if I'm eating dinner and I say, "Hey, Six Balls, are you gonna make me a fucking sandwich and add some fucking bacon on it, light fucking mayo, and then give me some lemonade on the fucking rocks?" You
That
see what
shit
I'm
better be
saying?
sweet than a motherfucker too.
You see what I'm saying? That's what happens. People say I like to cuss. Well, that's what liking to cuss looks like. You know what I
Right.
mean?
That's true.
Good point. It's simply also moderation too, right? People love donuts, right? But you're not gonna wake up in the morning and eat a donut, then eat a donut for lunch, and then eat a donut for dinner, and then eat a donut for midnight snack. You
Yeah,
still
you a
love
donut
donuts.
face mother. You know what I'm saying?
And that's how it is with the cuss words, right? Yes, you actually need to preserve it, right? By you preserving not eating those donuts, that's why when you indulge in it, you like, oh my goodness, this donut tastes heavenly. So that's the same thing. If you restrain yourself and refrain from the cuss words when it is the appropriate time and context and scenario, when you use it, you can just, it feels so good to just let the fuck fly off the handle, But if you're using it every day excessively, you actually limit the emphasis and the power of it, and people just get desensitized to it. So now that the people find the F word as a, you know, term of endearment almost. But she says, yeah,
That's a
tone,
fact, a term of endearment for sure.
right? And
God, dog,
right,
man.
she gonna say, fuck you, you fuckhead. Thank you, baby. But yeah, so she says, if those Mofos is Krispy Kremes, then hell yeah. Okay. She like Krispy Kreme. Okay, Six Ball, since you talking about Krispy Kreme, what are your favorite flavors of Krispy Kreme? Please don't tell me glaze. I hate when people say that they favorite donut is glaze. I'm like, every donut got glaze on it. It's just like when you ask somebody, what's your favorite pizza? Cheese pizza. Every pizza got cheese on it. What the hell? How the hell is cheese pizza your favorite pizza? I'm sorry, I can't do it. I gotta have at least one
Oh
top.
shit, man.
She says, I tell my partner I really fucking love you is to express how much I fucks with them. LOL. And look, I like that. And I think that will be okay, right? If a dude or vice versa, a woman has their partner saying, look, babe, I love you. I don't just love you, I really fucking love you. Like, I think that would be cool. I would just ask you, by adding the fucking in there, does that increase the level of love? So let's just say this. If you say I really love you, does that
Right.
mean your love is on a 9? But then if you say I really
Come
fucking love
on,
you,
man.
it puts your level on a 10? I'm just saying, is it a fair question to ask? How much does
Right.
the fucking elevate the love?
Right.
I'm just saying.
But what she's saying, I feel her because I be guilty of that too though. But as you
Hold
pointed
on,
out, bruh,
guilty of what specifically?
of using that word like that, bruh. You feel
Big Rig be pouring his fucking heart out.
yeah, you feel me? Sometimes like, you know what, man, you done really got a motherfucking A today, boy. You just everything was just on the money today. You know what I mean? I let the fuck out your ass. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? And they just start smiling and shit. You know what I mean? And it's like, damn,
Hey, that's
I
the
could
one
have
that
used
be
a
getting
better
them
word.
going though. Hey, and look and see, look, this where you get addicted at, right? Because you could have and you should have used a different word, but
Hell
when
yeah.
they respond well to it, you like, oh, this worked. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right?
You
Like,
feel me? I mean, come on, man. But at the same time, man, I just gotta do better than that, though, bro.
because look at
That's a
Six Ball.
fact.
Six Ball says, I'm a basic bitch. What can I say? So I want to ask you this, Six Balls.
Uh
This,
oh.
this, this how I look at it, right? If I purport myself to be the realest nigga or the flyest nigga, and a woman comes to me and say, hey, I ain't gonna lie, nigga, you look pretty fly. I'm not gonna look at her and say, don't you ever call me a nigga. How dare you say that? Because I've already established that, yes, I am that nigga, right? I am the fly nigga. You have established that you are a basic bitch. What could I say? So I'm just asking you, if myself or someone else was to say, hey, Six Balls, you're not a basic bitch. You're a beautiful bitch. And your man should be lucky to have you. Would you be offended by that? Because basically, I actually
Oh,
usurped what you even said for yourself. You considered yourself a basic bitch, and I said, no, you are not that. You
right.
are a beautiful, strong, powerful bitch. Would you be offended by that? Because by your own words,
Oh
the bitch
man, this
title is
this
self
this word
proclaimed.
killing me,
I'm
bro.
just asking, not to offend,
Right.
just curious. And then she says, because here's the thing. I think it says live, but I don't know if she meant love. It said love isn't it. Love, because here's the thing.
Yeah, let's just make it happen. Just make it happen.
Else can't explain, so cuss words won't help you try to describe it.
Right.
Okay. And John is over here. Definitely got to put the
What's up
AirPods
with it,
in. My
John?
sons can't hear this filth. B-Eazy. Damn, he calling me out. I think Big Rig dropped more F bombs than me. But hold on, John over here acting like he a little choir boy. Like,
Yeah, John, come
John,
on, bruh.
he is a talented artist, but I mean, he doesn't do Christian rap. I will tell
That's
you
what he
that.
don't do.
He does not do Christian rap. Dare I say gangster rap, drill, John Drill different. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Drill music, John. John Drill Natra.
Oh
So
man, I'm having a fucking blast tonight, man. I tell you that much, man. God dog, bruh.
hold up real quick. They
What
going
six box talking about? What she say? No, the
oh, hold
basic
on.
reference was
Okay.
just in the reference to donuts. Okay.
Okay. She said, nah, that basic
You seem
reference
like a
was just
basic donut.
I have standards and boundaries. And she says, hell no, I'm a boss bitch. Love that. So,
Okay.
okay, cool. All right. So she wasn't offended. That's cool. I like that, you know. So if I see you on the street and I be like, hey, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, don't say nothing, six boss.
Salute to John. He on your helmet right now, bruh.
Riggs, don't be capping. Damn. He out. You see what I'm saying? He over here like, I'm capping. John Capnatra. That nigga fluent in Capanese. But shout out to John, though.
Salute to him,
And she
man.
says, yeah, what I was saying, I feel like love isn't the word to describe what my partner and I share. It feels like a twin flame situation, deep. So the word love only means something if I add fuck to it. Okay, that was actually well explained. So you're not just using the word fuck as a filler word, you're actually using it pretty much as a feeling word, right? Not it's actually feeling to it. You know, it's just not like an empty word. Because sometimes that's what people do, right? They use these cuss words as empty words. But this one sounds like it has some meaning to it, so I can respect that. So we got ESO says, shout out to all the boss bitches, wife and niggas. Make sure you hit them with that prenup. Yes, sir, you got to. I think that was Drake, but shout out
I
to
think it was
ESO.
too.
It says, what's up though, y'all? What's good with the doggy? It
What
says
it
you
do, man?
still owe me money from that episode where it was
Where
one
was
dollar to
$1
curse.
to curse? Ooh,
Nah,
he pulling your card
oh,
too, bro. He don't forget
damn.
nothing.
John, for reals. I'm like, oh
Ooh.
wow. Now actually I paid the knowledge and relationship coffers. You see what I'm saying?
Mm,
You see how he trying to
okay.
middleman and weasel
Actually, you
money.
did. I seen it in chat. You did.
He over here he trying to take money off the top. You see how your own people do you? Smile in your face. Want to
Yeah,
take your place.
he want that paper
Backstabbers.
from when you caught the
Backstab.
vapors, man.
For that's what I'm saying. Golly, this cat crazy. I'm over here, can't even turn my back. My brother. Am I my brother keeper, John? Now I'm scared. I'm scared to turn my back now, cuz I don't know. You feel me? Got now I gotta keep the grass cut, John. When the grass is cut, the snakes will show. John Snake Natra? John Snake Nitra, come on, my brother. Don't do me like that, bro.
Ooh, he don't know you got the mic, huh?
Hot mic.
He in the chat, but you on the mic.
Hey, I'm the captain now. You feel me? He said, let's bring this hypocrisy to the table. I sent you the link, Cuddy. And he talking about you still owe me money. Look, I don't owe him money, but let's just say I do owe him money. I owe him $1 and he owe me a whole hoodie. What do you think? What, what do you think is worth more, $1 or the whole hoodie that he owed me? He been giving. I'm talking about. He been passing out hoodies like you. Did y'all see that episode with Oprah when Oprah was giving out cars? You get a car and you
You
get a
get a
car.
card. Look under
John was
your seat.
John was literally giving out hoodies. You want a hoodie? I seen a homeless cat in some Eye of the
Fit
Beholder gear.
it.
I'm like, God, fit it. Where you get that from? Sinatra? I'm like, God,
He was making his rounds, brother.
rounds. I'm like, even big. He over here talking about Big Rig be capping. Could you at least send Big Rig a hoodie? God damn, this how you do it. Be your own people, bro. It's all good, but see, I still love my brothers. I'm here for you though. I'm here for you, John. And Six Ball says, y'all are funny. Thank you. Thank you.
We try to do a little our thing a little bit, Six
And she
Boss.
says, see if I care, these words get aired, even if you muted the curses there. So Esau, that sounds like a little voodoo ritual. Are you into voodoo or
Yeah, what's
what?
going on, Esau? What you spitting right now,
Oh,
man? Do I
okay.
need to play that backwards or something?
I see. Look, hold on. He says the hoodie is
Oh, he done got on
complimentary.
my
No, I'm
helmet
not
now.
charging.
God dog. He done got on
He
my
said
helmet.
he said the hoodie is compliment. See, now he over here trying to make himself seem like a philanthropist. Like, here, I'm giving you the hoodie. You not charging me because you ain't even you ain't giving me nothing. That's what I'm saying. I've been waiting, dog. I'm like, God damn. I'm over here. I'm telling people like Gallery to Babylon. Eye of the Beholder. The new merch is fire. I'm over here promoting for him, and I can't even
And he
get
ain't
nothing.
sent you, he ain't even sent you a tag, the
It's
tag of the
sad, but
hoodie or nothing.
he your own people. He like rigged playing both sides.
Yeah, he got on my helmet now, bruh.
He
Damn.
owe you. He owe you. He calling cats scandalous. It's all good. Don't do us like that, brother.
Yeah,
You
he
know
done turned up on us, bruh.
that's
That's
what I'm like.
cold.
Damn, that shots fired. John gonna come up here. John sent different, huh?
That spotlight extra bright. You know how when he come up, he got that light hella bright, bruh.
Exactly. That nigga got that disco light.
He got that.
Oh damn!
Boop.
He, this cat. I thought he was taking shots. He throwing grenades. He like I'm spinning the narrative more than
Oh
Whack 100.
man! Shout out to Whack 100. He done put Whack in the mix.
Bruh.
On Pyro, he done put Whack in the
Oh,
mix.
Pyro. Hey, at least it ain't no videos of me in the hotel with my cheeks out. So that's the only difference between me and Whack.
Ooh, why we doing that,
I'm
bruh?
just saying, cuz.
Y'all go ahead and hit the like.
Go ahead and hit the light. Nah, we like that light, bro. That shit. Shout out to John, bro. You wanted that. That's like the come to Jesus light. When you see that light, it's like, bruh, it's almost
It's
like
a
the
whole different
independence,
moment. You know what I mean? When that light
like,
come on,
bro, like the independence light. I always feel like if somebody finna abduct my nigga, like he'll be about to cook and then it just get brighter, like
bruh.
that light, you feel me?
And it just come on out of nowhere though, bruh. You don't see the beam or nothing. It just bing, you know what I mean? Like a comedy light or something, bruh. That light that follow them cats. Like it really be on, bruh.
Oh,
He
and
just
now
like to
he
shine
like,
now.
man, it might be, but you never cam up. So now he feeling away.
Oh snap! He
Oh,
getting
you
on
might
your
pull.
cam
Oh damn!
situation now.
Now he's saying pull away.
All
I'm like,
bets is off now. He
cuz
just said all bets is off now, bruh.
now he throwing, he flame throwing. Look, I can't cam up right now because I am on my whack one. You feel me? I'm on my whack 100 right now to keep it a buck. The only difference is I ain't, you feel me? I ain't completely bucket naked. You feel me? A nigga at least got on the briefs. You feel me? You feel me? I don't do the boxers. I do the briefs, the Under Armour ones. You feel me? That absorb the sweat and stuff. Yeah, damn. You know what I mean?
He throwing out brands and everything, bruh. John got you throwing out, bruh. He's like, bruh.
Yeah, you see him? That's what I'm saying. John, bruh. Johnny boy. So let's get back into it. But it says, "Are you addicted to cursing?" Hold on, people hitting my line. Damn, man. Hold on. Let me give y'all one quick intermission. While we get this rocking.
Yeah, smoke break, smoke break. Let's do it.
Okay, we are back with the easily rigged, and John was over there firing shots. Look, John, I don't need to cam up, bruh. My voice is respected. You know what I mean? My message will be felt. But if just for some reason that you want to see my handsome face, then I could cam up, but not tonight.
John on his I don't need no iron. I'm already creased type hype right now, bro.
Damn,
He
he
over
like
here.
proof you ain't pulling a whack in the hotel right now. Hey, I plead the fifth on that. And then I know Six Balls had a question. She says, "Do you men on the panel feel like it's a turnoff to hear women, more specifically your woman, cuss?" I would
Yes.
say, yeah. I think I
Sometimes it's
don't
cool,
mind
but
it. That exactly. I don't mind it sometimes, but when it's excessive,
that's out.
maybe yeah, some people could call it sexist, but over cussing is considered like a masculine trait, you know what I mean? And some women will fight to say, well, no, that's neither masculine or feminine, so regardless of how you believe about it, I know most men, not all, do look and say, look, I don't mind some cussing, but if you're cussing more than me and it's just overly excessive, it does give off other vibes, right? Because usually if you're masculine in one department, it trickles over in other departments, other areas in the relationship. Same thing if a woman was to get with a soft feminine man, she would notice it in multiple areas of the relationship, right?
That's a fact. That's a fact.
So we got to give a shout out to OG Patrice.
OG Patrice, bum bum bum.
Greetings and
Gotta give it an air
salutations.
horn.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get my own set of he's like Riggs got on a light right now. Damn, this cat he moved
Nigga, I'm on the balcony, bro. Don't
that
put
cat
that
got
light
on
shit on me, bro.
he got on a porch light. He don't got on
Yeah,
some
that's a porch
he,
light, bro.
he
John
don't
got
got
that
on
one
the
light.
ET UFO light. Come on, cuz it's not the same.
It
Let's
ain't
not
the
do
same.
that, John. Come on, Cuddy.
Mm.
And she said, I'm smoking with you, Six Boss over there, blowing it down. But shout out to OG Patrice. And he said, I ran him off the commercial break. No, nah, nah, I really do got to run out. But I've been, you got to face the light, Riggs. You feel me? But yeah, that is cool, man. We appreciate y'all for being in the chat. But let's kind of go back and delve into a bit more, right? So with the cuss words, right? I don't think that people should just completely take them out of their vocabulary, but your body language is more, more indicative of how you're trying to get your message across than you using a few F bombs, right? Because you can say F this, F that in a very calm manner, or you can say it in a aggressive manner, beating your chest and wagging your finger. You know what I mean? uh, the body language in the aggressive manner is saying a lot more, so you can say more with even saying less, right? If someone is asking you, hey, do you want to go on a date with me, and then she just looks at you and says and you don't really need to egg on for the question, right? She literally just answered the question for you, right? Oh, well, she
That's
didn't
a
say
fact.
no. She didn't say no. You
She
saw
done
her curl
curved.
up. Yeah, she curved you. She kind of turned her nose up, rolled her eyes. But because she didn't say no, you're saying, oh, well, she didn't say no, so I'm going to keep asking her. Her body language already gave you the answer. So,
Unless you waiting for the real spin off, you know what I mean? You waiting for her to just spin off on you.
But that's a form of delusion, right? And that's what some people do with these words too. If I add an F word to it, it gives it more meaning. How did you
Oh shit, these niggas
adding
shooting out here, bro. Hold on, bro.
what?
Yeah, they shooting out here, bro. They just let off a couple rounds.
Man,
Go ahead, bro. Keep going. I'm gonna mute. I'm gonna mute up real quick.
okay, cool. Yeah, well, shit. Make sure that Big Rig is cool and seems to have some apparent shots fired in his area. And it's unfortunate, but that's the life that we live in, this concrete jungle, bro. And all of these people want to talk about gun control and we need to get these guns off the street. You know who are still going to have them? Criminals. I need to be able to defend myself, my family, my rights, my property. And the most effective way to do that is with the firearm. I didn't make the Constitution. People want to hail the Constitution as the holy grail of documentation and literature. Okay, cool. So I need to abide by what you're praising, which means the Second Amendment says I have the right to bear arms, and they're already restricting you from being able to protect yourself anyways. So if someone runs in your house, you're supposed to have your firearm in a safe. How the heck am I supposed to get to the safe, unlock the safe, pull it out, load the thing, and say, okay, are you ready now? Now I can defend my spot. Like, so
Yeah,
we got
that's
to stop
crazy,
with
bro.
this
I don't even
goofy
know what
stuff.
they thinking when they even put that into play like that, bro. Like, what's the use of even having it if you want me to have it locked up in my goddamn safe and the clip somewhere else? You feel me?
Come on, cuz that's what they said. It gotta be separate. It's funny, but then it's really not when y'all playing with people's lives, bruh.
Right,
Because in a good neighborhood, it takes a police officer 8 to 10 minutes to get there. In a good neighborhood, it
right.
only take about 1 second to pull that trigger. So I'm just saying, like, this is, I'm just simply because this just happened live and direct. People need to be careful about that goofy uh gun control stuff, because the people that commit gun crimes are not overwhelmingly legal firearm owners. It's people that got it illegally. Those are the ones that's what a criminal is. You can keep making these laws. California, Chicago, New York, New Jersey have the strictest gun laws. You know what they still have? Plenty of gun violence, because criminals don't care about the law. So they're trying to restrict people that are law abiding citizens. How the heck am I
Hmm.
going to defend myself? Somebody is running
Hmm.
up on me with a Draco. What am I supposed to defend myself with? You know what I mean? So it's like we got to wake up, bro, because you are your own first responder, and I want my people to live and I want my people to survive. Surely we will all perish one day, but it don't need to be today, tomorrow, or next week. So let's protect life, and let's definitely try to survive. And one way you can do that is protecting yourself and your family by practicing the Second Amendment. So that's just my belief.
It's my belief too, brother.
And this one says less than 15% of violent crime with firearms, not including suicide, is done by someone who legally got the gun, which would mean that 85% of the crime is done by people who illegally possess the gun. So should we be
Mm.
worried about the 15% or the 85%? And that's what, mainly the Democrats, but it's not only the Democrats, the Republicans dress it up and see, but when Biden and everyone is proposing these assault weapons ban, yeah, you see the Democrats in office, but they need just enough Republicans to vote for it to pass. So it's actually both of them. They are two fangs on the same viper. So people just need to wake up. And I do agree with you, just another skeptic. This was a good comment. And yeah, so I think I got to run down real quick just to make a quick play. Um, So let me say, I'm a run. I'm gonna run the original intro one more time, and I will be right back.
They holler who that is, hanging all out the window. Some thunder boys and they going off the endo. Where they from? DP's all out on Miller Park. They go jump up in them scraper, see them coming up the block. Bill Clinton going dumb, all out the scraper. Stunner boys here, mission is the major. Watch your girl before I take her, cause I'm on the strip shining. We don't move like no block, but boy, it's big time. And lead a block to my youngster, cause boy, it's big grinding. 20-inch rims, freaks on film. She eat her, why she eat him? You already know who game tougher than leather. We throw parties that go dumber than ever. Young niggas wildin' out, shaking they dreads. Boy, is you biz or is you smack? Cause you all out the window with a face of a triple stack. I'm money hungry, plus I need all mine. Rigs on the beat, you gon' see our shine. Why you think they call us a dummy foe? Cause we stunt and we stunt hanging out the dope. They holler who that is, hanging all out the window. Some thunder boys and they going off the endo. Where they from? DP's all out on Miller Park. They go jump up in them scraper, see them coming up the block. They holler who that is, hanging all out the window. Some thunder boys and they going off the endo. Where they from? DP's all out on Miller Park. They go jump up in them scraper, see them coming up the block. Every time I hit the block, boom drop the stack time. Candy on them dub things, bumping for one time. I'ma do the fool like I'm mental and ignorant. Jumping at a stop sign while I ain't giving it. Throwing up the block cause you know when I'm feeling it. We ghost ride the whip like we ain't even feeling shit. High feed, call a stunner boy. Tennis shoe every whip, now who's stunting boy? At every function, sideshow, neighborhood event. You catch me dipping in the scraper with the 16-inch flip. Reppin' PA, Menlo, Northern Cali finest. If I'm scraping past a dollar, mean the police right behind us. We don't care, we going on big perp and X pills. Stunner boys, they stunting the block on big wheels. Get big skrills, cause they ain't fucking with us. We in the building and we feeling like nigga with us. They holler who that is, hanging all out the window. Some thunder boys and they going off the endo. Where they from? DP's all out on Miller Park. They go jump up in them scraper, see them coming up the block. They holler who that is, hanging all out the window. Some thunder boys and they going off the endo. Where they from? DP's all out on Miller Park. They go jump up in them scraper, see them coming up the block. I got a few of my young niggas all out the windows, stunting up the block. Niggas know what they info. We did we smacked, our rims is fat. Plus we smoking on that perk, we leaning back. They know we coming up the block, holding the meanest stats. When you stunt like them stunners, you get mean with racks. Candy paints on the model, we mean at that. Bumping nothing less than 15s and holding us at. And we'll teach you how to stunt. All through the bay, we ride candy and bump. When we come, the show shut down. No field goals, all touchdowns. Police come, we get goes down. High speed and run them through the whole town and get away. I'm not locked like Akon, supercharged kick, running on stop sign. Say holla who that is, hanging all out the window. Some thunder boys and they going off the endo. Where they from? DP's all out on Miller Park. They go jump up in them scraper, see them coming up.
Yeah. So yeah, man, shout out to all y'all, man, in the chat, man. I really appreciate y'all pulling up on us. It means a lot, man. Y'all could have been anywhere, but y'all here rocking with us. You feel me? We always just try to give y'all some good, conversation. You gotta excuse me. You gotta excuse me. I'm recovering right now. But yeah. And I want to give a shout out to my boy Razik, man. He's the one that came up with this topic. I have a lot of conversations with my partner, man. We have some really good conversations. And he brought this up, and I was like, bro, we need to make this a topic. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of people out there that I know use cuss words a lot, way more than they should. You feel me? And this will just be some good, talk about. See where people at with it, you know what I'm saying? So I want to give my boy Razik a shout out for that, you feel me? B-Eazy, you there?
Yeah, what's good? I'm back.
Okay.
Yeah, shout out to the Brody Razik. Let's see who else we got in the chat. She says, I don't know about that, but it sure is tough to stop. Shout out to Moments with Mickey Red.
Shout out to Mickey Red.
Mickey Red, what are you saying is tough to stop? Just so we're clear.
I think Mickey Red just wake up in the morning talking about fuck everything, you motherfuckers. She said it's hard to stop cussing. I'm thinking shit.
Oh, okay. Now I see what you said.
Yeah,
Mickey
bingo. I got
Red.
it. I got it.
Mickey Red got a potty mouth. Okay, I see what you
Yeah.
did, Mickey. I see. You like to use that colorful language. I got you. I got
Hmm.
you. Yeah, I think it is tough to stop, but just that's anything. That's why I think it was posed as saying that it's an addiction. Anything that you're addicted to is tough to stop. If you're addicted to sex, isn't that tough to stop? If you're addicted to drugs, if you're addicted to video games, if you're addicted to all sorts of depravity, any addiction by definition is tough to stop. So I think it is very apropos to say that, hey, maybe you are addicted to using this particular type of language. If it's that hard to stop, I'm not saying you specifically, um, Mickey Red, I'm just speaking in general. If it's that hard to stop, right? Basically, if I ask you to stop cussing, um, hold on, you essentially would be is like you trying to kick kick a meth habit or something, right?
Ouch.
I mean, when we're talking about a level of addiction, people that do meth usually do it every day, multiple times a day. Someone that's cussing and is addicted to it does it what? Every day, multiple
Daily.
times a day.
Multiple.
It is the addiction and the sentiments may be same, but just a different vice. So, I'm just saying, it is fair to consider it an addiction. I think so. But who else? Let's see what else we got in here. She said, "My English no good. Parlez-vous Francia?" Hopefully, I said that good. How did that sound, Mrs. Mickey Red?
Shit, that's how I would have said it. I hope it was right. That's
Man,
exactly how I would have pronounced it.
Mickey Red, maybe you got to be Miss Rosetta Stone. Teach me how to say Parlez-vous Francia? You know, did I roll the tongue good enough or what? Let me know some.
Francia.
Yeah. And John over here cutting up, he says, I get dopamine from cursing. I do get dopamine from, cussing in songs. I'm not gonna lie, that's my toxic trait. But outside of that, I try to refrain from it. But
I'm
John, on the other hand,
gonna keep it 100. I don't want to hear not no freaking song without a cuss word, bro. Like, don't play that around me, man. If
for
there ain't no
real.
cuss word in there,
Hey, well, luckily we got my boy John. John is a drill rapper, so it's gonna be a lot of cussing in his songs. But yeah, I'm the same way. Remember when Walmart used to sell those edited CDs? You'll go and try to get like a No Limit CD or a Snoop CD,
oh,
and they'll have it
man,
at Walmart, but it was the edited version.
bro,
Couldn't
I'm
do
hella
it.
old school. I used to get them CDs. I used to do the Columbia House, and you used to be able to
Oh,
buy like hella CDs, bro, for dumbass cheap. And I used to like pick out all these CDs, like, damn, they got whoop de whoop, they got this, and then I'd get it, and it was all radio edition. I damn near threw that shit up against the wall, bro. Hella mad, bro. I couldn't even sell the shit at Rasputin's pimp. They was like, oh, we don't really.
they'll say, yeah, they say we'll recycle it for you, but they like we can't do nothing with these guys.
Yeah, we can put it on consignment or something, but
Or they're like, we can like break down some buds on it, but other than that, that's all is good. She said, let me find out you listen to trap on the way to work. We really do though. And honestly, it'd be like 3 or 4 in the morning and I might play some trap music. Now I would prefer to listen to some Marvin Gaye, some Sade, some Barry White, but Mickey Red, you too young to know any of those type of names. Teddy Pendergrass, Anita Baker. You don't know nothing about that, Mickey Red. You too young. However, I do like to wake up and turn up. You feel me?
He
Like to
pulling
wake
cards
up.
tonight.
I'm just saying, I like to wake up. The swag is already activated, so why not play some trap music? Why not? You know. And that's in. Hold on. Hold up. Wait a minute. I was trying to see if I could pull something, but nah, I couldn't find it. But yeah, but back to the topic. Hold on, what he say? BB playing King Von talking about Teddy Pitter. I do R.I.P. to the late King Von. I do play King Von, took her to the O. But I listen to both, man. You gotta be well rounded, you feel me? But my favorite trap rapper is John Sinatra though. He take the cake. Kind of like a mixture of like a mixture of like Kodak, Von, Chief Keef,
An
like
NBA young boy.
yeah, bow with a lot of NBA young boy on the top, in
Hey,
like
I
a
ain't saying no more. I ain't finna have John on my helmet, man. Hey, shout out to John,
with a
man. You
side of
feel me?
Future.
What a side. Oh, hey, I'm on mute.
You that nigga Riggs is a wow. She said, "Don't let the smooth taste fool you. My teeth are getting a little long, just a tad. I can't tell. I can't tell. Don't be capping now. Don't make me add the cap in front. Capping moments with Mickey Red. Don't do that, Mickey. Don't do it.
He pulling cards tonight,
Hey,
man.
we
Shout out to
got to,
everybody
man.
in
It's
chat, man.
easily
Surviving the
rigged
season,
where your
man.
card can get easily pulled. Rugs turned. Oh, he said rugs. Like, look, John, there's a
He just
program that I
took the
want to.
eye out my name, bro. He done fully all automatically. He ain't even messing with bro no more. He's like, man, I'm
He
through with
done
him,
with
bitch.
you.
I'm calling him
Damn.
rugs.
Wow, that's disrespectful. You see what I'm saying? 0 to 100. He know your name is Rig, and now he calling
And
you
he threw
Rugs.
rugs though, bruh.
Ouch. You see what I'm saying? Like John, that's disrespectful, bruh.
He trapped out right now. He probably writing a
He
song right
trapped
now,
out.
bruh.
He in the trenches right now. She says, "I'm not from the Caparus Mountains." Okay, Mickey. I just had to check. I had to check your temperature. He said that was a typo. I'm eating. This cat over there dripping barbecue sauce all over his phone, and he typed
Man.
rugs instead of rig. Come on, bruh. Get it together, man. Get it together, brother. But yeah, so yeah, let's see what else we got for the top the topic though. So also, look, we're not saying don't ever use it, but some also people use cuss words a lot because they want to fit in with the crowd, right? Oh, because John is using it and Mickey is using it and Big Rig is using it, so I'ma say F every word, and I'ma say pussy and dick every word because everyone else is saying that. Well, if everyone else is saying it, then you should be an individual and do the opposite of what everyone else is doing. That's what would allow you to stand apart as an individual, but also have your own level of identity, self esteem, and confidence, rather than getting your confidence from someone else, waiting for someone else to say something and do something so you can parrot their talking points and mimic their actions. Be your own self. Now, if you believe that just cussing is part of your nature, which is not because you wasn't coming out the womb cussing, but let's just say that you do believe that it's part of your nature. Well, things in nature evolve, right? And usually evolution is for the
Hmm.
better. You don't want to devolve and
Hmm.
have regression. You want progression. So if that is being the case, you need to progress your vocabulary. You progress it by expanding your vocabulary, not only limiting yourself. So every day you should be reading multiple pages, but at least a page will do, out of your dictionary and thesaurus. And you should also not only read the definition, you should write it down, because that's the way that you'll be able to retain it and use it in a sentence. So you know how to use it in its proper context. So, because the words are just like the cuss words, right? You can use the F word anytime, but it's not always the appropriate context. And sometimes you can use a word that's perceived as a big word, but just it's at a inopportune time. So studying, the language and the art of communication is something that would behoove all of us. So yeah, what you got for that, Big Rig?
My bad, brother. I was just talking to my son because he about to go to sleep. You know, you're up way too late. What was that you just said?
Oh no, I mean, I literally was kind of just reiterating a point that I had already made, where I was saying that essentially that people need to be individuals. I know that most people use a lot of vulgar
Cuss words
language.
being around certain people and everything when you was talking about that.
Correct. So it's
Yeah,
so,
man.
so you feel the peer pressure. If I'm saying, "Hey man, Big Rig, what the fuck it do, homie, man? We going to the fucking sideshow or what, motherfucker?" You know what I mean?
I'm probably gonna match that energy, brother. Like I'm not even
Correct.
gonna lie, brother. I'm not even gonna lie. If I get around a crowd and everybody, you know what I'm saying, my vocab gonna lightweight be on, you know what I'm saying? But
Hey, but that's
man,
understandable. And look, and that's understandable. Look, I equate it to, like, look, if you've been eating salad all week, right? And then now you
hmm
go to the festival and there's burgers and tacos and pizza and all, you gonna indulge in that stuff, right? So it's
right.
it's pretty much equivalent to, if I've been maintaining my intellectual discipline, I haven't been cussing, I haven't been using vulgar language all week, but then I happen to go to a football game around a bunch of raging, drunk, excited testosterone like me. I'm going to adapt to that environment. But I've been so disciplined throughout the week that it's almost like a cheat day, right? That's what you're
Right.
supposed to do. You're supposed to be disciplined all through the week, and then you give yourself a cheat day or cheat days where you eat whatever you want. And then when you get back during the week, now you back to the salads, back to the protein shakes, and you
hmm
stay disciplined on that every day until it is your cheat day. And that's essentially what you would do too. You
Right.
can give yourself cheat scenarios, right?
Right.
I hold myself disciplined with my tongue all the way up until this point where I need to cuss somebody out. But now I haven't cussed nobody out all week.
Right.
So
But
if
you
I
gonna cut
cuss
somebody
somebody
out
out
this
on
time. You ready to
Friday,
let some
correct. And it sounds funny, but think about it. If you
Right.
cussed one person out during the week, well, that was better than you cussing one person out. Plus, you cussing when you playing video game. You cussing when
Mm.
you tell your son, "Hey, boy, get man, pick up them fucking shoes off the ground." Then you telling your wife, "Hey, fix my fucking plate," right?
Right.
Then you at the job saying, "Fuck this job," right? Then you
Right.
call your homie saying, "Fuck that job. I think I'm gonna quit." You see, in
Right.
every level you're using this language, it becomes
hmm
habitual and it becomes a
hmm
ritual, and it becomes much harder to stop.
Yes, indeed, brother. That is a fact. That is a fact.
So shout out to the intellectual soapboxes in the building.
What it do? What it do?
Yeah, so I will always say, look for alternative words. Practice using alternative words and synonyms. You know what I mean? Like, what, Big Rick, what's a commonly used word that you hear all the time?
Bitch ass nigga.
Okay. Let me see. Let me try to say like that one is really no let me say okay, what's like one of the talking point words that you hear a lot people saying, whether it be like delusional, submissive, like something like that.
Definitely gonna be the F word.
And what word is that?
Fuck.
No, one that's not a cuss word.
Oh, one that's not a cuss word. Oh, okay.
Just like any random word that's not a cuss word that
Um.
you hear a lot of people use over and over. You know, like
Oh,
submission,
oh yeah, that's at YouTube. Nah, don't do that.
delusion, yeah,
Don't put me in that.
hypergamy.
Yeah, nah, I don't be around people that be on that one. But the one that
You like,
will be like, that's crazy.
okay, cool, crazy. That's all I was looking for. I was looking for. I'm like, damn, Big Rig, give me a word here. But
Right.
the reason why I was saying that is because this is what people will be doing because this is what's called intellectually lazy. So they'll say something and saying, bro, that was crazy. And then if you watch the game, he did a crazy highlight. And then when he
Mm-hmm.
jumped this, that was crazy too. And then also
Mm-hmm.
that, bro, them stats was crazy. Right.
Right.
So I'm just like, cuz there were other words that you could have used. So
Mm-hmm.
in that instance, that's where you can enhance your vocabulary by simply looking at the synonyms. You literally can just type in crazy synonyms. You know what will come up? Mad will come up.
Mm-hmm.
Insane,
Mm-hmm.
demented, deranged,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
unhinged, unbalanced, unstable,
Mm-hmm.
disturbed. Now, if you are able to say, man, this stuff was crazy, bro, because this dude was doing some kind of unbalanced stuff, and his
Right.
behavior is a bit unstable and unhinged, and
Right.
all of this action is very disturbing to me. That sounds,
Right.
it
Right.
really did sound way better than crazy,
Yeah,
crazy.
absolutely.
Like,
Hey, let me say something, man.
yeah,
And this is going out to everybody listening, man. Everything that this man is saying, man, and I'm gonna keep it 100. I am guilty of this. You feel me? I'm not taking this no type of way. I ain't upset because it is real talk. That's why we have these conversations, man, because this is how you build and fucking, you know what I'm saying, do better, bro. Like, because everything that has been said, I am guilty of, brother. Like, it's crazy. You know, look, I just did it again. You feel me? So, like, man, it's good to just hear this just come out like this, man. A simple topic. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Razik, but it just went so many different areas. You know what I'm saying? From this topic, from cussing, man. Like it's just because it's so real, man. And when just just people like myself really need to do better, man. And I do try. I'm not gonna lie. Even when I get up on panels and everything like that, I try not to, use that many cuss words. Sometimes I just get in my feeling, and and when I say feeling, I don't mean feelings, but like just like I'm feeling myself, and I just, I get to going back to, what I'm comfortable with. You know what I'm saying? But I try to always self correct, man, and use different words and go on a whole different, like I can't even do it right now because I'm too busy trying to think of something to say. But just on the real though, man, I just had to stop you, bro, because everything you're saying is real, man. And there's a lot of people that I know out there that suffered like how I suffer when it comes to this cursing and using just, what I'm saying, words that, we could just use so much better, and just do so much better. And I'm just happy we having this conversation, man. And just being around people, I've told you this before too, being around people like you, who do have, what I'm saying, a nice vocabulary. You know what I'm saying? It's good to be around that because that helps, better myself, than being around people just saying the same old thing and the same old type of word. You know what I mean? Because it's a difference, man. You are kind of who are you are the type of person that you hang around with. You know what I'm saying? So if you're around people that speak correctly and that stay disciplined and everything, it's gonna rub off on you, man. So I just appreciate that, man. And Go ahead, man, and do your thing, man.
Yeah, no, because essentially what you're saying is like the question, shout out to Razik, are you addicted to cursing? And if you are an addict, what people try to do is say, look, this dude is addicted to meth. I ain't like that. Yeah, but you're addicted to shopping. Yeah, but I ain't addicted to meth, but you're still an addict. You know what I mean? And then you got that person saying, so this person is addicted to shopping. Yeah, but you're addicted to gambling. Yeah, but I'm not addicted to shopping. Yeah, but you're addicted to gambling. You're an addict. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of people that are pointing the fingers, but not willing
It's a
to
fact.
embrace themselves as an addict. Many people are addicted to sex. You know what I mean? But they don't want to, man, I'll get pussy. It's like, yeah, you get pussy because you're addicted to it. That's just like a crackhead saying, man, I'll get crack. Yeah, because you're a crackhead. That's why you get so much crack. You really actively seek out crack. You actively
Right,
seek out sex because you're a sex junkie. And whether it's
right.
crack, whether it's meth, whether it's clothes, um, any type of shopping, or whether it's cuss words, you are a junkie.
Yeah.
And this is the pretty much epitome of what a junkie is. So when you using all of those cuss words, when you using all of those cuss words, fuck you, fuck this, fuck that. This is you. This is
Oh
you.
man,
So
this
yeah,
brother,
fuck this,
man.
fuck that. No, fuck you, because
Look at
this is
his
you.
face.
That's you. Every time you using cuss words consistently, every time you over here addicted to shopping, all those donuts addicted to, how are you any different than Pookie? You just a pizza Pookie. You know what I
Man,
mean? You just, you know what I mean? You a purse Pookie. I'm just saying.
ooh
I'm just saying.
John, I know you like that, John. That boy cold, boy. You see how he popped that up like that? This boy cold, boy.
Frig over there cutting up.
Oh man, you got me dying over here, man.
Like John said, Riggs got me rolling. This shit is wild, bro. Um, but yeah, but no, I like what you said. You know, because you are willing to admit, bro, we all need improvement because you know, I can always improve too. You know, I'm very conscious about it because I never used to be. You know, when you surround yourself with people that are saying, basically, if you're around chickens, you're gonna cluck. If you're around eagles, you're gonna fly. Right now, if
Hmm.
that eagle starts hanging with the chickens, what do you think he's gonna start doing? Clucking like a chicken, but that's not his nature. His nature is to
Right.
be an eagle and fly abroad, but you will
Hmm.
dumb yourself down. So that's essentially like you said, if we go to the turn up and everybody is saying, yeah, man, F this, F that, we're gonna be in that environment where everyone is
Hmm.
turned up and it is just gonna flow out like that. So
Hmm.
essentially we're eagles flying down to come cluck with the chickens.
Hmm. Ooh.
And this is another thing too. Like I said, context matters. Why are you using profanity? Now, if it's in music, I'm like you, Big Red, because everybody want to say stop the music, stop that. To an extent, I do understand. I really do. But when you see these people that are growing up in the suburbs listening to the same music, but would never even think about doing a drive-by, you know that it's something more than just the music. You know what I mean? And me personally, I don't, you know, I don't want to listen to that edited music. I just don't, you know what I mean? That's me personally, but I don't listen to the music. I don't listen to you know, John creating a drill song and say, "Hey, I want to go do a drive-by." I might
Right.
say, "Damn, this drill song slap." You know, just like, you know, the non-black people do in the suburbs. They love these Travis, you know, not to say he's a trap, but they love Travis Scott, Young Thug, Boozy, Little Wayne, and all the stuff, but they're not. doing any of those things that they say. They are
Right.
trying to live vicariously through them, just as well as a lot of artists. So people are able to enjoy the vulgarity without exhibiting those negative traits in their life. So I think that there is a place for the profanity in the music. I just think people need to be able to have a better level of discernment, right? If you was on they say you if you can't stand the heat, get out the kitchen. If you can't stand this level of vulgarity and depravity in music, then maybe you shouldn't consume it, because all it is digital dope, right? And it's just like if we go to the bar and I say, "Hey, Big Rig, you want to drink some whiskey?" And you say, "Yeah." And I give you 80 shots of whiskey. You going to say, "Whoa, that's too much." Maybe 4 shots, maybe 8 shots. Well, it's kind of the same thing with all of this with the music, right? You're getting an overload of digital dope that you probably ain't even able to process. So if
Mm,
you can't able to process this stuff, you shouldn't be listening to it. Now, Big Rick, if you drunk the 80 shots of whiskey, you can't start blaming me and say, the whiskey is just bad for me. If you would have only drunk 2 shots, you would have been cool. But you took 80 shots of it. So it wasn't the whiskey, it was the 80 shots of it that you took. Same thing with the music. The music was okay, but all you did was just listen to the music, study it, meditate, and get hypnotized by the music. Like, it wasn't intended for that. It was intended to entertain you, not indoctrinate you. Well, it was
mm.
intended to indoctrinate you, but that's where the parental unit is supposed to step in and
Right.
not allow the indoctrination. You can allow the entertainment part, right? Because your kids is gonna hear. Because people are like, "Oh, I don't let my kids listen to it." I understand that, but they're gonna hear it some way anyways. So what you need to
Right.
do is prepare them when they hear it, that your voice, your authority supersedes Cardi B's or Jay Z's or something, right?
Right.
Because you know what I mean. They gonna get access to these video games. They gonna get access to weed and all this stuff, but you gonna be like, "Look, I know you gonna do this, but if you was to do this, this is how it's gonna be done." I'm not encouraging it, right? I'm not advocating for it, but I'm not just gonna let you just, throw your life away because I didn't want to, give you a warning, or I just want to let you experience it on your own. You know what I mean?
It's a fact.
Um, you said what he say. I don't know what you was talking about, but like we said a lot. But he said he was blending sea moss. Um, Okay, you over there on this health stuff, man. Make me a smoothie, bro. A sea moss smoothie. Get with that sea moss. I know they got tons of essential like vitamins and minerals. You trying to get on your health kit? Start start looking up that sea moss. Now it is time consuming to like wash it out and clean and all this stuff, but definitely worth it. And speaking of that, so sea moss is a spiny sea vegetable that's primarily harvested for use in health supplements as a thickening ingredient in commercial foods. So yeah, sea moss, scientifically known as Chondrus crispus, is a type of algae or seaweed. It grows in waters along the rocky Atlantic coast, primarily between North America and Europe. So, that's some stuff for y'all to know. Sea moss grows in a number of colors, such as various shades of green, yellow, purple, red, brown, and black. The most common varieties that grow in the warmer waters are generally red and often called Irish moss. So there are some differences. But yeah, just like other sea vegetables, sea moss is naturally good source of iodine, a micronutrient necessary for thyroid health. So that's good. Additional red seaweeds like sea moss are full of antioxidants, which are the compounds that help protect your cells from disease causing oxidative damage. So yeah, look into the sea moss and the benefits of that. Um, you know, because health is your wealth. So shout out to all of those that are taking care of their health. We all can do a bit to improve, just like how we can improve our intellectual acumen. We can definitely improve our physical, mental, and financial health. But let's see what else we got on this topic. Um, just one moment, y'all. And while we are waiting, okay, John says, shout out to B-Eazy for the knowledge bombs. Absolutely, man. We got to try to help each other. No one knows everything and everyone knows nothing. And just speaking on the addiction of using this foul, vulgar, vile language, how you can get addicted to it, is it's something that you can really easily do because you get peer pressured and you want to appear cool and appear with the in crowd, and you have FOMO, fear of missing out. So if I'm not keeping up with the vulgar language and the slang words, people are gonna think I'm not with the ish, and I'm just a square. But we need to redefine what a square is. A lot of these cats that claim to be hard and from the streets and really with this, the business, a lot of those cats are the new age squares. They're the evolved squares. They actually was always the squares. They're just reaching, they're like the super saiyans. They're like super squarins, you feel me? So they're reaching different levels of squares, you feel me? So that's all it was. They didn't reach their final form. But anybody that's over here trying to get your people to dumb themselves down intellectually, to sell themselves short financially, those are the real squares. The person that's saying, oh, you a sucker because you over here working at McDonald's, Safeway, or whatever for $15 an hour, $20 an hour. But meanwhile, you standing on the block for $0 an hour. You standing on the block singing with a Draco, and all you know is slang words, but somehow I should respect you more than a dude that's getting benefits working at McDonald's? Make that make sense. How are you hard, but you can't even provide for your family? Just saying. We got to redefine what an actual square is. You know what I mean? Someone that's not willing to learn, someone that's not willing to improve themselves, you are a square. You're not only a square, it's you're a raccoon minus the rack. You still there, Big Rig? Oh, I think Big Rig went into hibernation. You still there, Cuddy? Okay, well, it looks like Big Rig is taking a nap. So while we let in Big Rig wipe the drool from his mouth, we gonna see if we still got anyone in the chat. If y'all are in the chat, let us know. Because we are gonna be shutting the stream down here shortly. You know, we wasn't gonna do one of our super elongated streams tonight. We just wanted to get on here, talk to the people, you feel me?
And
Represent
drop it
for a
one
little bit.
time, man.
Okay, you there? You woke up from your peaceful slumber?
Oh no, I've been here, man. I just, I've been, getting my little smoke on, listening.
Oh, there she go, Risa Neal. I was worried. I was mad at you. I was like, where the heck is Risa Neal? I was getting mad, you know, because
Shout out to
I
Reese.
didn't see you in this chat. But there you go, Mrs. Neal. Appreciate you. But look, right when we about to leave, it looks like we are joined by a guest. So we ain't getting out of here just yet. So hold on.
About some of this cap that's going on. I've been hearing a lot, you know what I'm saying? Y'all been trying to run my name in the mud, man. So I gotta get
Oh, here we go. Here we
gotta get
go.
Oh, snap.
Damn, you already come up here. You didn't even wait. You just come over here, shots fired just out the
Nah,
gate, huh?
I've been catching the shots. You and Riggs been trying to double team a nigga. Y'all trying to get hold on, bro. Hey,
You,
it's 22,
yeah,
right?
hold on. You have been catching the shots, the shout outs. That's what you've been catching.
Yeah,
All those shout outs I gave you.
y'all been shouting out with them shots, man. Hey, I was laughing so hard, right? I was putting my oldest son. He had fell asleep on me, bro. I was laughing so hard, I almost woke him up. You know, when you trying to be quiet, that's when something be hella funny, bro. Y'all niggas had me rolling. Y'all tripping.
That's be easy, man. He been on everybody's helmet all night, bro. That was him all night.
Riggs. I heard you. Y'all niggas talking about
That was
UFO.
be easy
Like,
all night, bro.
nigga, it was UNV, nigga. Y'all niggas was going in. And we talking about, when he come on, you don't even see the light cut on, and it just appears, and it's like the UFO and all this shit, man. Y'all,
Bro, you know it's true though, bro. That's how your shit be
that's
beaming though, bro. I'm surprised you ain't in there now.
yeah. I was gonna do that, but I wasn't gonna give y'all the satisfaction. I said,
See,
call,
we right.
let
We
me
ain't
call,
capping.
let me call from my kitchen right now. I was gonna get in the whip and just put my light on, but you feel me? Y'all was already gonna come on with the funnies already, so I said, man, let me just switch it up on them. They don't expect me to come like this, so I had to come out like this one time. Now I'm over here. I'm just blending up this. I just blended up some sea moss right now. Just scraping this out, getting it
Hey,
jarred up.
what kind do you got? Do you got like the Irish moss, the black,
Yeah,
the
Irish,
red? What?
yeah, this the Irish. This actually the only one that I didn't had so far was the Irish one. But I want to try all of them really, but it definitely bro, I feel the difference, bro, in my body, like real.
How are you consuming it? Because I know some people put it in with like they salads and meals and eat it like that. Some people make smoothies and a drink. How do you
Yeah,
consume yours?
me, the two ways I do it, I'll either make a smoothie or I'll just heat up some tea, like some turmeric tea, and I'll drop it off in there and I'll just straight drink it. And you don't even taste it at all. Like you wouldn't even know like the way that you like well depending on how you consume it. If you just straight put a bite like a spoon in your mouth, yeah, it's gonna have like a little like a off kind of taste. It doesn't really have a taste, but it's just like texture. It's just like applesauce, like yeah, it's just
Okay,
like
so when you said you been noticing health benefits, what are some of those benefits that you've been noticing? I know sometimes my boy told me, shout out to my bro Alex Toana. He said like he literally was like he said like man yo he said man your boy was gonna be out of here. He said they had like diagnosed him with like diabetes. He started like doing sea moss and doing a bunch of other stuff and changed his diet. He went back and he don't even have it no more.
yeah, that's crazy. That's you know what, my cousin Ken, I was just talking to him last night. He's actually is diabetic, and I was just telling him, I'm like, hey, bro, have you ever tried sea moss? He was like, nah, because he was interested in it, but it's so many different kinds that pop up. He didn't know what kind, you know what I mean, to get, and I just had
I'm
to.
going YouTube the fuck out of sea moss the way y'all talking about that shit.
I ain't
Yeah,
gonna lie,
yeah, yeah. Definitely, it's definitely worth looking up for
bro.
real. Big Red.
When I drink sea moss, bro, I'll be ready to do everything, bro. Like you feel me, like no lie, like bro, it's the type of shit like you just feel hella good, like just everything, bro. You think better, you don't have like no sluggishness to you. Like I'll work out, bro. After I work out, I won't even be ready to sit down. I'll be ready just to do something else. I'm ready to go do a show. I'm ready to hit the studio. Man, I'm ready to make some clothes. I'm ready to do everything. Like it just gives you like a good feeling of energy, and it's like it's natural, bro. It's not like an energy drink where you be like jittery or nothing. It's nothing like that. It's just your body. Only thing I can say is like my body just feels good, bro. Like my days feel better when I drink it in the morning time and even at nighttime. Like at nighttime, bro, I'll drink it because I'll already be staying up late anyway. I'm a night owl, but a lot of times I'll when you start to feel your body start to crash, it's like no crash to it, bro. It's like literally I'll just make myself go lay down just because I know I've been up for a certain amount of time and I know I need to, just naturally give myself rest. But like I don't have to though. If I need to stay up to get anything done, I'll get it done and I feel refreshed. Like I don't feel like I'm over, you know, exhausting myself or nothing like that, bro. It's just
So, are you sure that those are actual effects and it's not like a placebo effect that it's just your mind? Like
I know still not my
you
mind, bro, because
okay.
I'll literally, which even though the mind is that powerful, you feel me? But
The
because
mind is powerful.
we got different cells in our mind. You know what I mean? It's just like a THC cell. You got THC cells in your mind, and when you actually smoke marijuana, it just activates those cells. So whatever it is activating in my mind is definitely activating it. It ain't activating without it. I tell you that. Like
Okay, for sure.
it's
Yeah,
definitely out to
yeah. Could
everybody.
you have you seen that movie Limitless or at least heard about
Yeah,
it?
yeah. I seen it when they take the pill and the dude just
Yeah, yeah. I haven't seen it, but I know about it. But that is true to an extent that we don't even be using 50% of our brain capacity. You know what I
facts,
mean?
bro.
Yeah,
Facts.
so there are certain things that could trigger more activation, right?
Yeah, that's why people be using hallucinogenics and
Correct. My
like
boy told me about shrooms. He said
I've been hearing.
I never took shrooms, but he said, bro, it gets a bad rap. He said he said, hey, look, I was able to retire at 50 or this and that. And I was like, bro, how'd you do it? He was like, I just took shrooms. And I'm like, nah, for reals, bro. How'd you
Room.
do it? And he
I've been,
said, I took shrooms. And he told me that's how he built his empire.
I'm
I've been
pro
hearing about
shrooms.
that
I
dude.
never
What's that?
took them,
That
cuz.
dude, Derek
You just
Grace.
got to take them with a good mind state, bro.
Hey, because how do you know which one? So let me tell you, it's just true. Because somebody told me basically the shrooms is basically just like they got like I think like horse manure and other stuff on them. That's the stuff that give it like the psychedelic properties. Have you heard that
How
or
it
what?
grows.
It's grown pretty nasty, bro. But what it is you're poisoning yourself basically. You're like it's like you're poisoning yourself because it's like a hell of a fungus. You know what I'm saying? So when you take them, that's why you get the visuals and get the feeling like you get. I mean, I've done them plenty of times, bro. Like I said, I'm pro shrooms. You know, shout out to shrooms, but I'm
Yeah,
not
you
trying
know
to
what? Yeah,
put that on everybody. So people that are listening, I'm not telling y'all to go. You feel me?
well,
But
the reason why I ask is because in places like Oregon, all drugs is legal, but
mhm.
when it comes to shrooms, uh basically a lot of there I have heard a lot of creative people, bro, that are in the business field extremely successful, and they attribute a lot of their success to shrooms, and I'm like, bruh, seriously? And
I,
they say like they couldn't focus without them, or they couldn't create without them, or maybe they could create, or like maybe they could write a verse, but
Have
then
you
the
heard of
verses
that
on
dude Pink
shrooms is
Floyd?
better. Yeah, uh-huh.
You heard of Pink Floyd?
Yeah.
You heard of that movie that called The Wall? He had a song called The Wall. It's a trippy song, but you could YouTube it. It's called The Wall. But there was a movie, and the movie was actually you know the guy was off shrooms. You know what I'm saying? It's like a shroom movie. Like you do shrooms and you watch that movie because it's got a lot of trips in there. You know what I mean? Because what you're doing is like you're opening up a whole different part of your brain, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's why you venture off. And the reason why I say you gotta go into it with like a good mind state because if you go into it and say you got things, problems or you stressing on certain shit, it's gonna come out, when you do the shrooms, you know what I'm saying? You gonna really it's gonna intensify that and you gonna really like kind of dwell on that, you know what I'm saying? But if you're around good people, your vibe is good, it's a good day, whatever, and you get off of it, you know what I mean, and you listening to music around your people, whatever, it's like the best feeling in the world, bro. Like you laugh like you never laughed before, you know what I'm saying? You what they call trips is basically like the visuals, you know what I'm saying? So certain shrooms, that you get off of, depending on how strong they are, you get visuals. So what the visuals is like you get the waves, meaning like the trails, you know what I'm saying? With movements, it seems like it's kind of like stuttering, you know what I mean? Or like the lights switch up. So say you're in a room, the whole lighting will switch up, you know what I mean? So if it's like a orangish type of lighting in the room, it's gonna be like yellowish, orangish, reddish or something. You feel me? If you sitting down on a couch or something, it may feel like you sinking in the couch, like you open up a whole different part of your brain, bro. Like some people do the acid thing. I've done acid before, but that's kind of that's more man-made, and you can probably go off onto some other shit off of that. I've heard of people thinking trees was following them, because it's a trip, you know what I'm saying? And you gotta understand that, because once you venture off into that, bro, like you gotta know you gonna be on for a few hours, you know what I'm saying? And but you gotta also remind yourself that you just own, you know what I'm saying? Like you're not gonna stay like this, and that's why people sometimes can get a bad trip because they'll think like, "Holy shit, man!" You know what I mean? Am I ever going? Am I ever going to be the same again? You feel me? Am I always going to think, things are what they are right now? You know what I mean? So that's the
And
thing with
cool.
shrooms, but it definitely opens up a whole different part of your brain, bro. And if you like in the music or whatever you into, it'll definitely bring that out, man. Definitely.
And hold on, Big Rick, I gotta address the chat because the apparently the Southern troll is just so offended and clutching pearls. It says, "I am done. These men promoting getting high." And then this one says, "It's so sad. The only thing people care about is getting high or intoxicated. Knowledge and relationship. This is what you're promoting." So, did anyone on here say the only thing they care about is getting high? I
No,
literally
and I
said I
actually I
never done.
actually kind of said that before I spoke on it.
This, this
I actually said I'm not promoting this. I'm not telling anybody to do that. I just said what I do because the subject came up. And if anything, I was kind of putting more of an education on it. You know
we're
what
talking
I'm saying? More
I
than
mean,
trying
that's
to
what
health,
glamorize it.
talking
that's
about
what we
health,
were.
man, and
Correct.
they can see all
Correct.
mushrooms, and and there it is actually documented that, not just mushrooms, but
Correct. Yeah,
lions.
no, it's documented for mushrooms, bro. Just like what you was about to say, mushrooms are documented. Not all use it, but it's for treating depression to help manage alcohol addiction, and this is not me. Trained medical staff says that they have many health benefits. So when you're saying people are promoting getting high, see, this is where it gets a bit goofy to me. No
Well,
one has a problem with all of these commercials that promote Budweiser and all this stuff. What is the point to drink beer? No one drinks beer to get tipsy. Usually people drink beer to get drunk, right? And this heavily promoted all over the masses. What health benefits does beer have for you? But no one cares about beer and Ciroc and Hennessy. But as soon as you say shrooms, it's like, how dare you bring up something that medical doctors say have health benefits? I'm not a medical doctor, so don't take my word for it. Use Google, Bing, or Yahoo and look up what the actual medical doctors say. So, and it says it's 100 times less potent than LSD. You know, so I mean, what are we talking about? Should we act like it's the same as that? We're talking about getting high, you know. It's just a bit weird, you know. Some people get high because they have foot fetishes, you know. Some people get high off shopping, you know. So I don't think we should only limit it to drugs. You know, getting high and intoxication is not only limited to drugs. And it looked like Big Craig had to drop, but let's see what Recent Neil has to say. We're gonna shut it down soon.
Yeah, we were
She
just
said,
talking about health benefits from
yeah,
natural.
yeah, that's all it was. And mushrooms are natural. Like I said, I never took it, so I can't promote something that I never took, you know.
Right.
So it says you got to go with the flow, and I was told that you must have someone with you and they do it, be sure they are cool because every trip is different. Yeah, that's true because I knew these young cats and they had went to a cabin in like Lake Tahoe, right? And they thought it was gonna be super fun. They was like, yeah, we all got these shrooms, right? And they went there and they said one dude was acting kind of goofy. Everything was funny to him. The other dude was hella angry. He wanted to fight him. And then they said the other dude was acting let's just say he was giving off homosexual vibes. Now I don't know if it was the shrooms bringing it out of him or if that was just him all the way. You
That was
know,
him coming out. That was.
I'm
Hey, I
just
lost
saying.
signal for a quick second, B, but did you clear
Okay,
up that for Southern Troll, man? Because for one to have a name Southern Troll, man, I mean you trolling like a motherfucker, man, to come up on our channel like that, man, our show basically and run that like that, you know what I mean? Because that's not where we was at in no type of way, and for you to kind of put that out there like that. When, like I said, I did put a disclaimer before I started talking about it. You know what I'm saying? So I just hope you kind of
so
cleared that
Southern
up, be easy.
Troll, we're not promoting this, right? I know that's what you want to think, but we're not telling everyone to go out and like, here, this is your role model, Southern Troll. That's not what we're saying. Got it? So hopefully we don't have to have this discussion again.
Yeah,
And
I hope not.
it's funny because I was just having a shout out to Quantum Love, but last time she was saying, "Oh, don't give a disclaimer to people," and it's like, look, it's not is the disclaimer is really just so people don't come with the goofy stuff in the future and they still come with it anyways. Big Rig has said, look, I'm not promoting this. I'm just speaking from experience. And then
Right,
it's like, you are promoting, all you care about is getting high. I had told you I've never even done it. Right. So how do I
right.
care about getting high off something I never even done? So it's like you gotta listen and not jump the gun so much.
Absolutely. And then
And
you also talked about an artist, it opening up artists and everything like that. So that's why I kind of, spoke on it a little bit. You feel me? From experience. So it's not like we was out there like, hey, you know what I mean? This is the thing to do. It's just like that's crazy. Like just for people to put that spin on it like that, man. So I just wanted to make sure we just correct that in real time, man.
oh yeah, no, it was definitely you know, I just addressed it and then that's it, you know, moving on from there. But yeah, pretty much John, did you have anything to chime in on the topic before we actually shut this stream down?
You on mute.
What'd you say?
I said, did you have anything to chime in on the topic before we shut the stream down?
Oh, as far as I know the topic was about habitual cursing or something like that, or what was the
Yeah,
exact?
are you addicted to cursing? Why are you addicted to cursing? Why don't you try to clean up your language? You know, all of the questions surrounded around cursing, you know, people being unwilling to
Look at
expound
it.
their
There you go.
vocabulary, the
My
Yeah,
UFO,
bad.
you
Be
know.
easy.
the
Yeah.
alien.
Uh, hey man.
Hey, the cool thing is I don't even know how he even smooth got in the whip or anything, bro. It's just
Bro,
like he
no
just
one even
appeared.
seen this. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The
Y'all
That
know
was
cold
it's
the
dude,
funny,
teleport.
bro.
bro. He
Bro, didn't I tell
he
you the
spawned in there.
teleport? Yeah. The teleportation.
He was just in like the
Hell no.
kitchen, bro. And I was like, damn, and then the light came on. Like, oh, okay.
Come
John's
on, man.
portal different.
Hey. Y'all gonna have me laughing every time I cut this shit on now. Um, nah, bro. Yeah, I was vibing off of everything that was being said, bro. Like it was just facts. Like, we do need to, be more responsible, with our language. And, even me, I curse. And of course I try not to, especially like if I'm over my children or something like that, or even my elders too, because I wasn't raised up, that cursing was okay. My mom is from the old school, bro. Like, she don't want me saying hell, damn, nothing. You know what I mean? Even the N word. She don't want me saying the N word either. So it's like, um, of course I come from a place where you got to show like some type of control over your language, but it's like, when you grown and the more you just on your own, it becomes habitual, bro, especially depending on what type of line of work you're in and other people are consistently using it. It's very hard to refrain from it. Like, I came from doing like, years of union work, bro, and I mean everybody cussing like sailors, so it's like, um yeah, bro, it's addictive, just like anything that's highly addictive. It's definitely is a habit. It's a bad habit. We definitely have to learn how to articulate ourselves and use other words, to describe how we feel. Which they say usually when you curse is because you can't find which words you're actually trying to choose to project your feelings or whatnot. So it's like we just curse by default, and yeah, bro. I agree with everything that's being said, bro. It's nothing but positive message going on and just trying to better ourselves, bro. Just empowerment, I'm all for it. Um, us, we like I say, the more responsibility we take as adults, the better it is for the next generation. Because if they see that we not doing it and we refrain from it and we find other words to express ourselves, then they'll pick up on that also and it'll spread. So, it's definitely not an easy fight, but it's worth the battle. And that's my take on that.
Okay, yeah, for
Yeah.
sure, man. I like that answer, bro. Um, Big Rig, you got anything else before we shut them down?
No, man, I think I got everything I had to say about it out, brother.
Riggs didn't cuss the whole show. I was rolling, bro. He
Yeah, shit.
he get it all out. Hey, it was one part B said something about an F word, and the Rig was like, "Fuck." He like, "No, not fuck, bro." It was funny. It was hella funny. I gotta go back and rewind it and find it. I'm gonna have to screen record it
I
and
know
post it,
exactly
man.
what you talking about too, man.
Bro, I was rolling. But nah, bro. Real conversations. I enjoy, what I'm saying, tuning in, bro. And I encourage more people, you know what I mean, to come on. I'm actually supposed to we should be looking forward to some more subscribers because I got some people I've been telling them about it and they gonna come check it out. And knowledge and relationships as well. I've been tuning in on there when I can. He been sending me the shout out to knowledge and relationships. They've been sending me the links every time they've been going live. I just be busy, but even though I be busy, I still will come in. I'm gonna drop some comments, hit a like button, and just show the support, or I'll share it with somebody. You know what I mean? And it's always great topics, and it's always knowledgeable, bro. So shout out to the chat, shout out to knowledge and relationships, shout out to B-Eazy, shout out to Riggs, bro. I appreciate y'all.
We appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, for sure, man. It's all good, bro. And yeah, I've been getting in chat. Big Rig, he got his own little channel too that he kicking off. I got my own one too. So yeah, it's definitely gonna be going up, So on my personal page, it's gonna be a bit more raw content. And still, we'll be here easily, Rick. So, definitely catch us in the YouTube streets. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It don't seem like we got too many people leaving any more comments, but thank y'all for watching. And I'm gonna go ahead and run this last visual. You got something else before you go, Big Red?
Nah, man, just
I
y'all
seen that
stay
light in the
tuned, man.
background, Riggs. He tried to
Y'all
come
stay
in. He
tuned
tried to
for
he tried to pull a me.
you feel me? Y'all stay tuned for B-Eazy, man, and his channel. You know what I'm saying? Like he said, easily rigged. We rocking. Y'all also look out for my channel, man. I'm gonna be going into a lot of things about myself and my journeys and shit like that. So make sure y'all tap into my YouTube channel at Big Rig Slaps. Also, you can find me Instagram Ragtop Delta. That's my car page. A lot of car shows and just car activities, and also my music page. I'm a producer at Big Rig Slaps.
Hey,
Go
send me
ahead and check
DM
that
me
out too.
send me
What's
send
that?
me your send me your link on IG for your YouTube channel, bro, and your music page too, bro.
Will do, will do.
For sure.
But that's about it for me though. Be easy. Go ahead, man. It's all you.
All right, cool. I mean, I think I said enough tonight, man. Thank for all John coming up. Definitely everyone that's representing in the chat, all of the knowledge and relationship family. It's a late one, but this is the midnight madness. The jewels, the gems are gonna be dropped, whether it's late night, early morning, or in the afternoon.
Hottest
And
show on YouTube.
yes, sir. Stay tuned. Knowledge and relationships.